Low slash off. Good day. Good night. Let me check the voice if it's good first, and if it's clear. Here am I. I have been in Armenia since March 2024. Now, currently we are in September the same year. Since I arrived in Armenia, actually, I'm facing such difficult and strange situations. Since I arrived to the airport, a person came to me, asked me for $5 to give me a car to carry my bags. And when I get that car, small trolley, to carry my bags, and I suddenly discovered that another woman get it for free, and I asked her, had you get that car for free? She told me yes, I got it for free. After that, I had called a taxi to the place that I would live in, and to order a taxi on Armenia, you have to have that application called Yandex Taxi, and I used Yandex Taxi. It cost around the Yandex Taxi, which is like Uber, and the cost is less than the normal taxi. The driver told me that he wanted to take 5,000 dram. 5,000 dram, which is the application had told me that I should only pay 2,000 dram. And when the driver took the 5,000 dram, he didn't give me back my money. And I told the application support team that the driver didn't give me back my money. They said, we will give you back your money, and we will respond to you. We will reach out to the driver and we will respond to you. After a couple weeks, they give me back around 1,000 dram. I asked where are the rest. They told me that we give you that amount and we don't give you back the whole amount. Which kind of strange situations happen, and it also happens with many different people. Also, where do I live? I have been renting a room for 1 year with a contract with the owner of the place. It was like a single room. I was living alone at that room, and after a while I decided to leave Armenia, and I told the owner that I'm going to leave out of Armenia, but I hadn't traveled out of Armenia. But the owner of the room, even we had a contract for 1 year, he insisted that I should leave the room, and he forced me actually to leave the room with all my belongings. I called the police, and the police didn't respond, and he didn't help me. Also, that situation had happened with someone else. I have been living at his room in another hostel, and after around 1 month, the owner also changed his mind that he didn't want me to stay in the room. Even we had agreed that that I will stay at the room for at least 5 or 6 months. And actually, they didn't just take the decision that I should leave the room, but they changed what we agreed for during the period I'm living at their rooms. For example, the second hostel, the second place, it was like a big house, and it have separated rooms. The owner had agreed with me that he will give me a room with all facilities, washing machine, using fridge, using even the roof, and using everything at the house for free. Only I should pay the rent for the room. He suddenly, after I came to him, and after I took the room, and I paid the rent for 1 month, he just asking me for paying money using a fridge, using a washing machine. I asked him why. Just why you changed what we had agreed for? Why you changed the agreement? We had an agreement that I will use everything for free. He told me that the cost of electricity is high, and I should pay for the electricity for using washing machine and using fridge, also gas, and he adds another fees that I should pay every month plus my rent. I actually rejected, and he told me, so if you rejected to pay more fees, you have to leave. I find another place, another single room also, and I agreed with the owner that I will stay 8 months at least, and maximum 2 years. After a while, the owner also changed what we agreed with. First of all, he changed the agreement of using the whole house facilities, like the roof, like the cooking outside or inside my room, like where should I dry my clothes. Not only that, but even my belongings get stolen at the room. My belongings get cut while I'm out of the room. My money gets stolen from the room. My private belongings get stolen while I'm out of the room, while I was out of the room. So I had to record what happens in my room with a video camera, which is my laptop camera. The situation of people changing what they deal with me in Armenia had been repeated around 5 or 7 different times with 7 different people, 7 different Armenian people. In hostels, that situation had been repeated with me around 4 different times at 4 different hostels. In jobs, that situation had been repeated with me 4 different times. For example, I had agreed to work with someone in construction job. Here in Armenia, the people who had talent of building or they are specialists in building or construction jobs, they get salary like 15,000 dram per day, or it could reach to 20,000 dram per day. And those who are like me, who are helpers, and they only help people who are professional at their job or at their profession, they got around 8 or 10,000 dram per day, which is could be even also 7. So the situation that so many people here in Armenia, when they deal with me, that they will give me a specific salary when I go to the job or when I start working with them, they just change the salary, they change their mind, they change what we deal, that we should do it. They change all what we had agreed for, and they even fire me from the job itself, or even they just tell me go and we will not pay you anything. That situation had been repeated with me and with many different people. In a restaurant, I had been working dishwasher in a restaurant here in Armenia. For one day, the owner told me that you cannot wash dishes, and we are going to fire you from the job because you cannot wash dishes very well. And I was just like, what are you talking about? It's my first day, and I just wash the dishes like anyone can wash any dish. I mean, like the normal specific way. Yet they fired me just from the first day without anything wrong, without any mistake, and I had been washing dishes very well. And actually, I don't understand why they had created that situation to just I don't know, maybe something like they are stressing me or putting wages on me or putting more responsibilities on me. I don't understand why. Another job, also in another restaurant, I was washing the dishes and everything was alright, and I just was working normally, and the owner of the restaurant came and they just told me, no, you are not washing anymore, go and we will call you again. That restaurant called Falafel, located in French Square. It's owned by a Lebanon guy, and the other restaurant called I don't remember actually, but it's near to it also. I was working with a construction specialist called don't remember his name, but the company called Jacob, or yeah, the man called Jacob, or Isaac, I think so. I don't remember his name especially, but it was like working with him for one day, and during the day my knee get thrown. My knee had damage, and I asked him to take a rest, and he didn't want me to get rest or to have rest for some times, and he started pushing me, and then he started yelling at me, and he started making situation, and he started to cursing me, telling me so many bad things, and he gave me my money, and he just fired me just because I asked for a restful time. Since I came to Armenia, actually strange situations happens. The purpose of it is stressing me out or making me feel bad or angry. When I called the police didn't do anything. They just telling me we cannot help you, or just like that you have to accept. Currently I'm facing a situation with the owner of the house that I do live in Armenia also. We agreed that I will live with him 8 months at least, maximum 2 years. He changed the agreement after 2 months. He wanted me to leave suddenly without any reason. He asked me to leave or to find another place. I told him why. We had deal together that I will stay at least 8 months, maximum 2 years. He told me just, I will not keep the agreement, you have to leave. I told him, okay, give me time to find a room. Actually, he gave me around 10 days, but here in Armenia, and especially in Yerevan, it's hard to find a room in 10 days or even in 1 month. Today, while I was out, I was in the church actually. I came back, I find them shutting the door, and they usually do that even if I'm outside of the house. They shouldn't. Even at the first month, they shut the door usually after 10 o'clock evening or 9 evening. And when I knock the door or I call the owner to open the door, since I came to that house, the owner just yelling to me and tell me, oh, you came too late. Okay, you are renting me a room. It's my freedom to come anytime or to go anytime. You cannot just telling me that I have to come in a specific time or to leave in a specific time. I do rent a room for my freedom. You have no right at all to decide when I get into the room or get into the house or get out of the house. You have no right at all to decide who enter the room. I do rent. I do pay you. It's rent. You have no right to raise the rent of the room during the period we had deal for a specific price that I should pay you during that time. I don't know why most people here in Armenia are just changing their agreement with me. Why police didn't help. What I do also face with the church here in Armenia, as well as what the Egyptian church had done with me in Egypt. They had abandoned me, and also here the church in Armenia, the Armenian church, the Armenian Orthodox Apostle Church. I asked them to help me with a place, or even with a room, or with a family that I could live with. They hadn't helped with that. I asked them even for a job. They hadn't also helped with that. I asked also for a baptism. They hadn't helped with that. Also, the evangelical church, I asked them to help me with a job, or with a room to stay in, or with a baptism. They also hadn't helped. But to be honest, the evangelical church had helped me once to pay the rent while I didn't have a job, and they had helped me twice with the food. But the problem still exists, that I do not have still place to live in it. I don't have a job. I don't have a settle like normal life like anyone should have in not only in Armenia, but in all over the world, wherever people should live a normal life. So many stressful situations had happened to me when I came here. I have been working in Yandex, which is a company, a Russian company. I have been working as a delivery man at that company, and actually the owner of that office had cheated on me, giving me motorcycles or brakes, or it brakes didn't work, so I had make around 2 different accidents, and he asked me to repair the motorcycles the 2 different times, and he didn't pay me my money, and he stole my money, and he stole also my belongings, and he didn't pay me the price of repairing a lot of things that had been damaged because of his motorcycle problems. I do currently face also a situation with an association called Mission Armenia, which is have to be helping those who are seeking asylum in Armenia, giving them money monthly to, if they don't work, or if they do have a need of help. They hadn't helped me in August, and we are now in September. I asked them to help me. I do had a damage in my right arm, it getting out of my shoulder without any reason, so many different times. And also I do have a damage in my right knee. It's getting thrown after that I had done that accident with that motorcycle. Also my right arm get out of my shoulder at the accident here in Armenia while I was delivering with the motorcycle. So I do deserve help from Mission Armenia here as an United Nations association that should help people here in Armenia which are need in help. I should get help from the church while they didn't help. The Armenian church didn't help. the evangelical church. I asked them 2 months ago for help. They helped me only 1 month, and after that they didn't help at all. I asked so many leaders here in Armenia to help me, but they hadn't. I sent even a letter to the Pope, the higher bishop in Armenia, the higher Pope in Armenia, who leading the Armenian church called Ishmaizin, the cathedral, the oldest cathedral in Armenia here, but they hadn't helped me. And when I went to the cathedral asking them why you hadn't helped me, the Holy Bible telling that you should help those who are in need, they told me clearly we don't follow the Holy Bible, and they just run away. And pastor told me that I don't follow the Holy Bible, and that's why we didn't help you, and he just ran away. I don't understand, and I don't know why people here in Armenia are treating me like that, why church treating me like that, why this association called Mission Armenia treating me like that, while they should help me as an asylum seeker in Armenia, as a refugee, or a person who is seeking asylum at that country. Also, there was another situations had happened with me here in Armenia with people and with buses drivers so many different times. In Yerevan here, the buses schedule are not actually formed in a legal way. I mean, in a schedule written on the bus stations or at the bus stations. There is no board on it written bus number like 18 or 19 or 16 go to that area, and they didn't show the bus stops on a schedule or on a board or bus routes on bus station, which is it's written and it's followed by an online application called Yandex Maps. And actually at that application, the bus schedule totally wrong, and it totally getting changed many different times without telling people. And even bus drivers, they didn't stop at every bus station. They just could run away even if you are waiting to the bus to stop, or even if you are at the bus station, the bus driver could just run away without even telling you. Also, situations that I had faced here with the language. People here in Armenia, most of them, they do not speak English. They only speak Armenian and Russian. So if you didn't speak Armenian, or if you don't learn Armenian, they just cannot communicate with you. That means you cannot buy things on the supermarket with knowing what is that exactly you are buying, because what is written on the most of products here in Armenia written by Armenian or Russian language. Not only on the supermarket, but also with buses drivers. Most of buses drivers here, or even taxi drivers, or even people on the street, if you need some help, if you need something, they don't speak English. They do only speak Armenian or Russian, which is actually something very bad. Even what is written on the shops here, it's written only by Armenian language. For example, we are here on the street. There is a sign here. Can you read? This is a sign for a shop here, only Armenian. And this is the shop, only Armenian language, no English, no English at all. I don't know if you see the sign clearly. It's this a shop for printing. Here the sign also. If a country like that in only using Armenian language with all shops, how people who are speaking English could deal at that country, even at the police station or immigration service offices here in Armenia, they do only speak Armenian or Russian. I have faced a specific situation with immigration service office here in Yerevan in Armenia, which the employee cannot speak English, and I should get a paper from them, and they asking me to bring a translator. Who should bring us a translator? I came to ask for an help or an legal papers. You should only being educated or even getting a higher education that you could deal with all kind of people who speak English, who speak Russian, who speak Armenian. Even in Egypt, most of governmental offices, especially those who dealing with foreigners like passport department or immigration services, they do their employees, they do speak English and they do speak Arabic, and some of them or even most of them speak Russian or French. So I don't understand why people here, even those who are living in Armenia or even those who are working in governmental offices or governmental association, they don't speak English at all, while they have to serve people who speak English. Currently, I'm facing a situation with the owner of the house that I do live in, that he had told me, go out of the house now, and he wanted to force me to go out of the house now. I called the police several times before, because the police had abandoned me also. I asked them to help me with that situation, because the owner had dealt with me that he should keep what we agreed for, to stay at his house or at the room at least 8 months, maximum 2 years, and that man who gave me the room should keep the agreement. But the police didn't help me, and the police abandoned me around 5 different times. I called the police. They told me go out of the room, go out of the house, go out of Armenia. I don't understand why Armenian police telling me go out of Armenia or go out of the room while I'm even asylum seeker here. I should get help from them. I should get even a human treatment or human rights being, or they should treat me as a, even if it's as a refugee or as a human being. I think they are humiliating me, and they are even dealing with me very bad way. I don't know why, but I had no choice. I'm asking people who could help at that situation here in Armenia or even out of Armenia. For my situation since March until today is very complicated actually with the Armenian government or even with the Armenian people. So if anyone could help at that situation, if anyone could just give me advice how to deal with that situation, because Armenian people here are dealing with a strange way, with even aggressive sometimes. Like now, I came to the house and the owner with his family just pushed me out of the house, and they told me that they had opened the room that I do live in, checking my belongings, and even before my belongings get stolen, I don't know what to do actually. I prayed for protection. I prayed that God help me, and I asked so many people here in Armenia to help me, but it looks like all people and all Armenian or most of them that I know them already abandoned me. Even the Mission Armenia Association, even the United Nations Association here in Armenia, they don't help. They said they promised that they would help. The immigration service even since around 4 weeks or 5 weeks, even 3 months ago, they told me that we will help you, but they hadn't helped me until today. And I don't know what I can do or what I should do. So I ask if anyone has an experience like this situation I do face at the moment, or like those situation I had explained. Please advise me what to do, and tell me your opinion. What should I do? Thank you. Have a good day. I'll keep you updated to my situation.